Hey, what's up? My name is Clark. I was just an average guy in high school. Just kidding. I actually was the most popular guy at my high school. I was captain of the football team, had a ton of friends, and I had a beautiful girlfriend named Tina. There was just one problem. I don't actually have a girlfriend. There is no Tina, and I had been lying to everyone. I don't really know how to talk to girls, but if my friends found out, they would think I was a total loser. That all changed, though, when I got catfished by a 9-year-old boy and ended up falling in love. Okay, it's not exactly what it sounds like, so let me rewind a bit. I was living the biggest lie of my life. Everyone at school thought I was some big shot who could date any girl I wanted. All the guys wanted to be me, and all the girls wanted to date me. I told everyone that Tina went to another school, so they wouldn't ask too many questions. But I told everyone she had a really nice body, pretty green eyes, and brown hair. She got straight A's, loved playing soccer, and also enjoyed watching football with me. Of course, all of this was one big lie. As more time passed, my friends got more and more suspicious. They kept asking me questions like, where does she live? How did you two meet? And when do we get to meet her? I did my best to make up some answers, but those were also lies. Soon, I was creating so many lies on top of lies, I couldn't keep track of them all. If anyone found out, it would ruin me and my reputation. People at school would think I was such a desperate loser to lie about having a girlfriend. On top of that, the big end of the year school dance was coming up, and everyone was expecting me to bring Tina as my date. What was I going to do? I became more and more nervous as the school dance got closer. Some days, I would wake up anxious before going to school, and that's when I knew I had to do something about it, and fast. I had to get a real girlfriend. Now, I had come up with a plan. I couldn't get a girlfriend that my friends knew or that lived close to my area. People would get suspicious and ask questions. I also had to make sure that she fit my description of Tina, since I already told everyone what she looked like. I had to find someone who didn't know anyone at my school. I decided my best option was to try online dating. I was really nervous to be putting myself out there. I had never done online dating, but I've heard a lot of horror stories of people being catfished on dates. But I was desperate. First step was to set up my profile. What was I going to say about myself? What pictures should I choose to show off my good looks? I had no idea where to even start. So I decided I needed some help from someone who was an expert in this area, someone I trusted. That person is Sarah, my older sister. She was in college and did a lot of online dating, and she had a lot of success. She was constantly going on dates with different guys, and when she was tired of them, she would dump them. If anyone could help me get dates, it was her. I told her about my situation, and she agreed to help me create my profile. She grabbed my phone and immediately looked at my profile and said, "Ew, you're using these photos?" She said that I come off as a douchebag and girls don't like that. She added some photos of me, filled my profile out and submitted it. Looks like I was all ready to go. The next day, I woke up and immediately checked my dating app. No matches. I felt pretty bummed. Maybe it was better if I just came clean and told everyone the truth. All of a sudden, I heard a ding come from my phone. Someone matched with me. This was my lucky break. I was so excited, I opened up my app to see who it was, and my heart stopped. She was gorgeous, tall, thin, brown hair, and green eyes. No way this was happening. She fit my fake girlfriend description perfectly, except her name was actually Amy, not Tina. No big deal. She was smoking hot, and I knew I had to meet her. I ran to my sister's room and told her the good news. She looked at me like she always does, as if me being there is a burden on her, but she was my lovable older sister. She grabbed my phone to take a look. I swear, her eyes bugged out. She couldn't believe it either. She yelled bluntly, "How could a girl this hot be into you?" And told me that it's best she handle the texts back and forth with Amy so I wouldn't mess it up. I agreed. I had no experience talking to girls, so I let my sister keep my phone for a few weeks. My sister was chatting with Amy every day for the next few weeks. Finally, she came from her room one day and told me, "You're welcome," and handed my phone back to me. She managed to get me a date with Amy. Oh man, was I nervous. Everything was riding on this date. My whole fake girlfriend lie, plus the fact that she was actually perfect. It was almost too perfect. I was a little suspicious, but I couldn't pass up this chance. I planned out a great date. We were going to meet for dinner at the mall, and then I was hoping we could walk around the mall afterwards to get to know each other better. We'd swing by the arcade, and I would show off my skills in front of her, and she would fall in love and become my girlfriend just in time for the school dance. I had it all planned out. I wore my favorite pair of jeans, my lucky t-shirt, and my nicest pair of shoes. I got to the restaurant and sat down in the booth by myself. I was sweating all over, and waiting for her made me even more nervous. I waited for about 5 minutes, but no one showed up. Maybe she was trying to find parking? Then another 10 minutes passed, and another 15 minutes passed. Still no Amy. I was just about to head home when a little boy who looked about 9 years old sat down in the booth just as I was getting up. He looked at me and said, "You must be Clark." I was shocked. Who was this little boy, and how did he know my name? Was he watching me the whole time? I sat back down, and he asked me a few more questions about myself, mainly what sports I played, what my favorite subject in school was, and other basic information. After I answered all his questions, I told him that I was actually waiting for someone, and he asked me, "Are you looking for Amy?" I was in shock. Who was this kid, and how did he know my name? Did I just get catfished by a 9-year-old boy? More importantly, was I going to have to tell everyone the truth? Tune into part 2 to see what happens next.